Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry. And today I'm gonna help you answer the question, what size tire do I need on my e-bike? It's confusing, so stick around. All right, so today we're gonna try to answer the question of what size tire do I need on my e-bike? I know it can be confusing, but before we do, hit subscribe below. Stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, and of course, giveaways we do for bikes, e-bikes, and accessories, and also about our new product releases, so hit subscribe. All right, e-bikes like this one here, this is our 630 simple step through. Just like the name, it's simple, you can step through. There are lots of different wheel sizes on the market for e-bikes. I've seen 16-inch, 20-inch, 24-inch, 26-inch, and these are not kids' bikes. These are adult e-bikes coming with these different wheel sizes. It's a product category that's opened up so many new possibilities. When you talk about regular bikes, we haven't really seen regular bikes with 16-inch wheels for adults. We haven't really seen regular bikes with 20-inch wheels for adults. But in the e-bike category, we are seeing all these different wheel sizes. And so how do you know what's right for you and what is best? Well, a lot of it comes down to knowing, obviously, why are you going to buy this e-bike and what are you going to use it for? Each segment, wheel size, has a benefit in and of itself. Smaller wheel sizes are great for the fact that you can transport them easily. They have a lower center to gravity, and they could, in theory, be lighter depending on how small they are, but not always. And this is why I have this bike right here in front of me, because this is actually an aluminum frame e-bike, which is super light. But I wanted to dispel one myth where if you look here, this is a 10.5 step through. So it's 10.5 inches to get my foot through. I've seen lots of 16-inch and 20-inch e-bikes that the step through is actually 13, 14 inches. So it's not always true that you go with a smaller wheel size. It's going to be easier to mount and dismount and have an easier step through or step over and mounting. That's not going to be the case. So really, in my mind, the 20-inch is for, or 16-inch, 20-inch, it can be for the step over, but it's also for the easy transportability of it, the look of it. In some cases, you're going to have 4-inch, 20-inch wheels. That's going to add a little bit of stability for off-roading, things like that. But if you plan to ride your e-bike like a regular bike, let's say you want to do a lot of pedal assist riding, or you want to do some riding without even using the pedal assist or out even using the throttle, then you may want to consider a 26-inch, which is like this bike here. The reason I say that is with the bigger tire, the bike's going to roll a lot easier. So if you decide to just pedal, it's going to be much easier to get the crank going and pedaling with a 26-inch versus a 20-inch. You're going to have to work essentially double, right? For every 2 pedal strokes you make on a 20-inch or 16-inch, it's going to be 1 pedal stroke on this 26-inch. So when you talk about tire wheel size on an e-bike, it's important for you to consider if you're going to use a throttle most of the time, or you're going to live in, say, pedal assist 4 or 5, and your own output isn't important to you, then sure, the smaller tire sizes are going to be great. I see a lot of kids now that are riding the 20 inches. They essentially don't pedal at all, or they're always using pedal assist 5. And I think with that, in that situation, it works. But if they were using that as a pedal bike, it would be very difficult for them to pedal, especially with a 4-inch wide tire. Now, I love those bikes. I think they all have their purpose. I'm simply stating, think about how you're going to ride, because if you had planned to do a lot of pedaling yourself, even without the assistance at points, it's going to be challenging with a 4-inch wheel or even a 20-inch wheel, because like I said, you're going to have to pedal, twice as much to get the same output on a 26-inch. So if you're getting an e-bike to try to get back out there riding, and ultimately you want to build your leg strength, I would say stay in the 26-inch range or 24-inch range. The smaller you go, the harder it's going to go to pedal, especially when you get into a 4-inch wheel. The 4-inch wheel is going to have a lot of rubber meeting the road. So again, something has to power that. So I've seen other brands out there that have the 4-inch wheels, something we've considered as well. Again, not a bad bike. Just consider what is going to be best for you. And the last thing I will say is just because it's a 20-inch doesn't mean it's going to necessarily be easier to mount and dismount. Another thing I'll say is with something like this with the easy step through, you just step on and you get right on. Some of the 20 inches, you may actually have to sit lower. You're going to be lower to the ground. It could be harder to get on and off the bike. So again, it's situation to situation. Every product has its place. But lastly, I'll just end with, if you really want to get something where you can still get a workout, use it as a regular bike, use the pedal assist, stick with something like a 26-inch or a 24-inch, like a traditional bike. Keep the tires somewhere below 3 inches. Even 3 inches is starting to get pretty thick. It's going to get harder to pedal. Somewhere 2 inches to 3 inches is going to be your best bet. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any other questions at all, comment below or shoot us an email, theteam@sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. In addition to that, if you're looking for an e-bike, visit our website, sixthreezero.com, and take our proprietary body fit quiz. You're going to answer a few questions about your body and your life. And under 2 minutes, we'll recommend the perfect e-bike for you. In addition to that, be a part of our community, our Facebook Peddlers group, and download our app. 2 great places to go before you make a purchase, because you can talk to our existing riders about their bikes, see how they like it, see how their experience is. Also, you can see how many miles they're logging on the app. Then after you purchase, it's a great place to make friends, track your rides on the app, see how far you're going, and just have a lot of fun. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.